so I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm just doing probably one day for now. I gotta go buy shoes, and then I gotta be back before Shin gets here. So, figured I would, since I had just only a little bit of time, get in one day of these. Let's see how that went. I got to do some pet raising. For sure. No! Ducky! No! Bunny, 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 bunny. Goat, goat. There we go. Alright. An egg. Did I really forget? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I forgot how to play the game in that little tiny bit of time. It's only been like 4 days. Maybe a little more. Duck, what are you doing? He must be like right in the doorway. Why are you guys patrolling like that? What? Is there something I don't get? Is there something I don't understand? Do you need to tell me something? I'm concerned for you guys. You know there are both a Y and an X axis you could be traveling on, right? Okay, well, whatever. If you guys just want to go back and forth like that, that's fine, I suppose. Alright, so, put these all away for now, and then I'll worry about organizing it later. Oh, those wonderful sounds of my nose still hating me. I found out! The reason might be because it's ragweed season. I don't know that I'm allergic, but I totally wouldn't imagine that it is impossible for me. Alright, so now I need to go back down to floor 80 and below. Surprise, surprise, Borderlands 2 and this have drastically different controls. Imagine that! They're two totally different games, and their controls are drastically different. That's ridiculous. I keep on pushing the wrong buttons, is why I'm saying that. There are no grenades in this game. There are bombs. I have some bombs right now, but there are also some grenades. No grenades in this game, though. I mean, so yeah. I've been taking a little bit of a hiatus from this game, and I probably will continue to take some level of hiatus from this game because of the fact that since there's so much waiting involved in what's left, I don't want to wear the game too thin on that. And so I don't want to just force myself to go through day of just standing around doing nothing all back to back. And so I'm trying to cut the waiting game down a little bit so that I can still love this game without wearing myself out of it. And so I will probably not be doing 6-hour streams of this like I have been doing. Even though I love this game, I don't want to wear myself to the point where I don't love this game. And so that is why you have not seen new ones for a while. The people on YouTube won't even know what I'm talking about because currently I'm still having an upload a day on YouTube for this game because I had so many of them and I cut them into 2-hour segments so that they would not be super long videos for YouTube. I try to, on YouTube, cut them into 2-hour, or at most, usually 2.5-hour segments. That's still really long for a video, but this game kind of requires a little bit of that, or else you'd have a bunch of 1-day long videos, and, like, there would not be any progress. So I've cut it a little differently for YouTube than the way it obviously is in the stream, because the stream doesn't have cuts. The stream does whatever I'm doing until I stop doing that thing. And so you guys who are watching it live get a lot more of a thorough and on-time experience, whereas they have to wait the next day to see the second part of videos that I already did for the stream, which I'd imagine it's not that big of a deal. I probably have a whole 0 people looking at them anyway, but if someone were to be watching, that would still be the truth. So that's how it's going. I really want to breathe through my nose again. That would be a really nice thing. You'll notice I don't have my super adventurer voice. I just ate. I have a feeling it would make me a little sick to my stomach because of how I have to move my throat when I do the silly adventurer voice. And also, since I'm so congested, I have a feeling I could get a sore throat rather easily from doing it. As you can tell, I already have a little bit of a problem as it is. I don't want to exacerbate the situation. This is gonna be my most appealing video for people to be watching and listening, for sure. Gotta love the nose, gotta love the throat. Oh my goodness. Please get better throughout the day as I get moving around a little bit later on. Hi there, slimy McSlimerkins. Oh, that, I heard him. I didn't want to, I was trying to give him a hug, but there. My criticals now are brutal, man. Ever since I got that adventure perk where criticals are now fatal, I do like 600 damage with a critical. But yeah. So I definitely do want to play more of this game. Do not think that I just abandoned it in the middle. For anyone who missed my conversations on Borderlands 2, or while I've just been doofing around on my desktop, chatting with the crowd, the biggest thing is, like I said, I don't know where it's within. Because several of the things now are extremely either luck-based or require me to be in a different season, and both of which are time-consuming and not necessarily as gripping for me to do for long periods of time. I have to catch 3 fish, none of which are in summer. Hopefully the ones in fall will happen really soon, which will make for a little bit of entertainment. The other one is going to be trying to find 2 prismatic shards, a dinosaur egg, and the rabbit foot, the... let's see, there's something else. The rabbit foot, dinosaur egg. Oh, the pomegranate should be coming soon. I believe it is a fall drop. Oh, I guess it's spring right now, which means that there's both summer and fall ones. Summer one is going to be the octopus, as well as whichever one of those has the pomegranate. I will be going for then. I'm missing one other item. What's the other item? I need 2 prismatic shards, 1 for the museum and 1 to get the galaxy sword. I'll be using the first one to get the galaxy sword, so that way I can go into the skull cavern, because the skull cavern will have a higher drop rate for it, which is really important. The second one will obviously go into the museum. I already learned from my mistakes with the dinosaur egg, and that I'm still trying to find a dinosaur egg for my coop, which has been completely and purely and entirely unsuccessful so far. I know the highest percentage chance drop rate is either from fishing or from finding things in the mountain. During the winter is the highest chance of there being drops. or rather, the highest chance there being things to dig up, which is where you will find the egg if it is in the mountain. Ooh, yes. This is great. So those are my current focuses, are almost entirely on trying to get these items that are very time consuming and time based. And so because of that, the consequence is that it makes the videos a little bit less common. I will still be playing this. Don't you worry about that, not one bit. However, will just have bigger gaps. I got a curb. I got a curb, you guys. A big spooky. Well, not really that spooky. That's a lie. That's a complete and blatant, utter lie. Alright. Mine. But yeah, I think I'm in spring. I don't remember. It's been that long. Which, honestly, that's not necessarily a really long time that I don't remember things. Memory is not my forte. I forget things quite easily. I've forgotten the birthdays of friends who I talk to all the time. In fact, my friend Carlos, it took me a long time to even remember it is a September birthday. And that's it. That's all I can remember. Other than that, it's whenever Skype or Facebook tells me, hey, it's his birthday. And I feel bad about that because I hang out with him all the time when he's in town. He's a really, really good friend. He's a nice guy. I'm hoping when he comes to town next, we'll be able to stream, but that might still be a couple of years from now, which is really sad because he just moved with his family to a different town than they've been in a different state, and that is farther away from where I live, which means traveling here is more expensive. As a consequence, I have not gotten to see him in roughly 5 years, which is really sad because he's a good guy. He's a lot of fun to hang out with, and worst case scenario, I might add him on my new Skype for streaming, and he can join into a call and we can play something, like maybe some Killing Floor 2 or something that we all have. But I don't know yet. I don't know how much he plays TF2. Maybe if he plays TF2, we can do that as well. I will have to talk with him. I haven't seen him in a couple days online, so I haven't been able to ask him. But who knows? Those are all future possibilities. I have a feeling that he would be more likely to stream than Izzy. There are some things with Izzy on my channel, but he typically does not want to deal with people, period. And so, I respect that. I'm totally fine with him not wanting to be in videos. This isn't his channel. It has nothing really to do with him. If he doesn't want to be in them, he doesn't have to be in them. But that said, I have him. He's a very gamerly kind of guy. There's Carlos. He's a good guy. There's Shin. And then I have some other friends, but none of them would be interested in streaming ever, which I'm totally accepting of. And then, of course, there's the actual stream crowd who's developed already around this channel, which baffles me that it happened as quickly as it did. It's obviously not a huge group. It's mostly Xander and Amy and Morgana and Nintendo Boy when I'm playing a game that interests him, which is totally legitimate. There are plenty of series that I didn't watch from LPers that I like just because the game just sounded purely unappealing to me. So I totally understand that. Let's see here. Who else do we have? There's Striker, who is really into this game, which is awesome because that means he knows things that I don't, which is really helpful. He's the reason that I discovered Frogleymon. I found out about this one by accident, but this one he told me about. There is... Oh, who else? There's someone else. If 101 comes back, 101 would be part of it. If there are people I'm forgetting, I'm really sorry. I love every single one of you. I just can't remember my name half the time. My name is Bob, right? Right? My name is Bob? Is that what it was? But yeah, anyway, so I'm really just astounded. But because of that, so now we found out last night that Xander and Nintendo Boy can both do voice stream, which is awesome. So it's cool when they get to hop in and hang out. So we may do that more in the future. I have to find more game. I organized, if you don't watch my just kind of like vloggy type ones where I just have my desktop on, or well, not my desktop, my Steam on the screen. I organized them all so I kind of know which things are going to be ones that the audience can interact with and which ones are going to be ones that I do on my own and which ones are ones that I can stream with Shin and which ones are ones that I have to stream on days when he's not here or times when he's not here. And so, let's see here. Yeah, I'm guessing it's spring, because I don't hear any bees. Usually in the summer there's bees, so it must be spring. Bunny. Bunny, bunny, bunny. Oh, man! Everyone's gonna be so jealous I already got the rabbit's foot that everyone's been saying is so obnoxiously difficult to get. Which means that the final items I need for the flower dance, yeah. Which means that the final items I need for the community center are going to be much easier to get than the ones that everyone else is talking about. Because this one is apparently the big bad of the entire collection, and I got it. I just got it today, you guys. I'm so happy. This made my day. So yeah, I will only be able to do this day and the previous day that I just did. Though today, because okay, so what's the other ones? I need the duck feather. Yeah, I don't even have the duck feather, and I have the freaking rabbit's foot. Do you see this, guys? Do you see this? Do you see this? Boom. Okay, so I just need the duck feather and the pomegranate. I can't think of the word pomegranate. This is ridiculous. Okay, so those two are both much easier to get, apparently. The duck feather will probably be the harder of the two to get because the pomegranate will just happen when it becomes summer. But the rabbit's foot is apparently the one that everyone gets really frustrated with. Since I already knew that the rabbit's foot was a thing, I started getting the rabbit as quickly as I could once I got the coop up and running. So we got that one done. We got a big, frustrating, complicated segment of this complete, which means that that's one less thing I have to wait for, which is great, which is awesome, which is amazing. Ducky, ducky, ducky. This egg is still incubating, so I still don't have brown chickens yet. Here's one goat. Here's one cow. Oh, now get back here. Oh man, and nobody was even actually in the chat yet to see that we got that. So it's gonna be a big surprise to people, since I did this so early in the day that no one's actually up and running yet. So moral of the story though is everyone's totally jelly of me, and they all want to be the cool guy who accidentally blew up his farm that one time. Just saying. I'm pretty much the coolest, as Shadow would say. I'm the coolest. What else? What else? think that's everything right now. I have 2 extra ancient seeds right now. I should probably use them at some point. Where's my skitty? My skitty must be in here. Skitty, my skitty. Hey, I need to water my slimes right now. Ah, you're all in the way! And who's gonna have some fun? Oh, they're gonna... BAM! Created a new slime. Just right there, did you see it? Just having a regular old party time. Slimy guys, you're all in the way. Everybody come over here. Everybody come over here. Good. I need to build a well somewhere in this area so I don't have to keep walking all the way out here. So, oh no, I need this now. Let's get some more hay. Hi, Space Ninja. How are you today? I am not going to be on super long, but definitely stick around because after I come back from buying shoes, my friend and I are both going to be streaming a lot of stuff later. This game is a game that I love to play. I really do. I took a little bit of a break from it because it was going to be a lot of waiting involved, but I am back. At least for now. Let's get some of this and some hay. Yeah, so if you're here still, how are you doing? I have about 15 minutes probably before the end of this particular stream, but I will be back later if you want to hang out more later. Alright, so getting more hay is an important thing. Alright, got all that down. Good. Oh, why do you constantly overgrow my pathway? I need to get more stone. I need to get more stone and make a pathway so that trees don't keep growing on the path. It's a little bit annoying. Just a little bit. Alright, put this skitty in here. Put the things that the skitty got me in here. Doggy! 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 Nintendo boy, hello! I was talking about you earlier, and you weren't here. This is just a short kind of pre-stream until the shoe store opens, so I can go buy some new shoes, because my current shoes have a 2-inch wide hole in the side of them, which, since I work at a place where things could fall on my feet, and where there could be glass on the ground sometimes if someone drops something, I really don't prefer having my feet exposed like that. So, yes, hello Ninja. Hello, how are you? But yeah, I don't want my feet exposed to the things that could puncture or smash my foot. So I need to buy some new shoes. Also, I don't think my boss wants people walking around with shoes with holes in them either. That said, I will be back, and this afternoon we will have Shin, and the two of us will play something. I don't know what yet. Probably some Borderlands at some point. Hi! My day is going. It definitely is. I was just saying that it was cool that we were able to do a voice chat on the stream, and that it worked, and that it wasn't like really bad and interfery or anything like that. So, yes, we will definitely do some Borderlands 2 at some point, because we have to get more through the story, and I don't want Shin to miss out on important plot missions. And once we get past 2 more plot things, we will be able to be of level where he and I can do the Torg ones, since someone in our group didn't have the Torg missions, which is sad, yesterday. The Torg missions are absolutely amazing, and everyone should experience Torg, because Torg is basically Torg and Tiny Tina are top notch. Like the writing for those two characters and the quirks and the voice acting and the drawing for them and design and their just everything about them is so good, and they are my two favorite characters. And I like a lot of that game, but those two are by far my two favorite characters. So we will probably be doing some of that at some point. I just don't know what order we'll be doing things. If we start with Borderlands, it'll probably be Borderlands all day, which Morgana doesn't like. And I may have driven off Morgana, I can't tell, because I haven't seen her in a couple days. Torg is kind of like an older Tiny Tina. The difference is Torg is also like my description is as accurate as I can make it. My description is that Torg is a 7-year-old in a 45-year-old wrestler's body. I mean, that's exactly what he is. And so I'm super excited to get to do that part of the game again because he is hilarious. He's so enjoyable and so funny and quirky and amazing and no! Oh no, I'm gonna have to redo today, I think. Crap! Oh well, I'll get more Iridium. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not even using it for anything at the moment. I was gonna make an Iridium ring is what I was gonna do with that, but that's not super urgent because the things I have right now are actually very useful, good items. So, oh well. I made a bunch of money off it. The the characters are just so good in Borderlands. But I'm really sad that I haven't seen Morgana in a couple of days. I think it's because she's like, oh god, he's just gonna play shooters the whole time now. I will not be playing shooters the whole time. I'll play through until we've done all the Borderlands plot, and then maybe I'll use it as kind of like a general update chat video if I can get more into not being so silent in the videos, which I hate. I hate when I'm really quiet in videos. But when it's a thing where I'm focusing really hard, I need someone to be like, "Hey, what's up, going?" But those are all words, apparently. But yeah, so I I I definitely need to learn a little bit more of how to be decent at talking while doing those kinds of things because I your friend, yeah, well, Morgana doesn't like Borderlands 2 either from a watching standpoint. I think she would enjoy playing it, but she does not like it from a watching standpoint. Uh, if she has it, I would be happy to invite her into the game. I don't know that she does, though, because the way she talked about it, she said it has an interesting visual like she'd never seen it before. That's so how many do I need now to make my ring? Since I accidentally sold all those. I need 3. Yeah, that's no big deal. That's not a problem. The the game though is like, oh man, it has great writing and it's so charming. Like, I don't know, I love it. I love it, the game. I love it a lot. Hey, strawberries everywhere. Oh yeah. Oh, where is my plant? I need to plant this plant. Plant. That's not too close to another tree. Do what? Okay, whatever. You'll be over there then. Oh, let's see here. Uh, the graphics are bad? No, like the thing about Borderlands 2, your friend is patently wrong. The thing about Borderlands 2 is it is the best use I can think of cel shaded visuals in a way that feels like a comic book action game. Like it's spot on with that. It does such a great job in that respect. And so I genuinely am disappointed your friend says the graphics in that game are bad because I think that the graphics are perfect for the type of game that has been made. So your friend is patently and entirely 100% provably wrong. It's been scientifically shown to be incorrect. And so you can tell him that science is on our side and he is wrong. He's definitely incorrect there. Yes, can we say tomorrow? Okay, good. But yeah, so he's wrong, and you can tell him that science says he's wrong. Science can define that the game is actually fantastically beautiful. And the other thing is, him saying that the graphics are bad, like, there are plenty of times when I have played Borderlands 2 where I just, like, look at the backgrounds and stuff, drawn out in the distance, and the scenery and stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is a friggin' beautiful game. And it is. It's kind of like Minecraft. It has a weird art style that doesn't necessarily lend itself to someone saying, oh my god, this is beautiful. But oh my god, it is beautiful. Um, Minecraft is kind of an acquired taste for people who don't like boxy kind of designs. But if you just like look out at the procedurally generated scenery, you can be blown away by just some of the aesthetics in Minecraft when like there's floating islands and some forested mountainsides and stuff. Like it's beautiful. And it's one of the things that people don't really talk about because they're like, "Oh, it looks so weird and the boxy shape doesn't appeal to some people and all, and that's fine. Like, I don't mind that, but like, if you're really complaining about the fact that your character has a boxy head, then you're spending way too much time on the menu screen because that's the only time you really see a boxy head on your own character. Because the skeletons' heads don't look that bad, the zombies' heads don't look that bad. Your head only looks bad if you're trying to imagine it looking like a standard human. And so, I genuinely disagree with people who say that the graphics are bad. And I mean, opinions are opinions. That's fine. But I disagree. I really disagree on that one. Good. Gold bar. Good. But yeah, so I'm probably leaving here in about 10 minutes at most. I will probably, actually, I'll probably just finish this day here in a couple minutes and call it a stream for now. Then I have to go buy shoes, and then I will be back. I just have to buy shoes for not having a big hole in the side because it's bad. It's not good. I don't recommend having holes in your shoes, especially when you work at a place where there could be glass on the floor because customers drop things a lot and we carry things that are glass. So yeah, don't step on glass. That's the moral of the story. People don't step on glass. I'm glad that I was here. This is a PSA. It is government sponsored. I did not make any money off of it. They just said you're doing this or the feds are coming for you because we know your secret. And I don't even know what my secret is, but I really don't want the feds coming for me. It sounds like a bad time. So yeah, I will be sure not to step on glass. The government says so, and you should always listen to the government and never question anything the government says. Um, I will. Okay, so I have about 1 game hour left before I just start wandering back because I'm not gonna find much. The the plan for this afternoon is definitely going to include Borderlands 2, and I might bring you in so that we can level up slightly quicker and get to a point where the later parts are more decent and doable. We might even do on your file some more of the Slaughterthon, McSlaughterthon, because while we're definitely going to die doing it a little bit, there's delicious experience points involved, and I do love getting to a higher level on the game. So I will definitely want you to stick around, Nintendo Boy. Don't go too far away. We will be doing that. We might do a little bit of Copy Kitty to start off. I'm not sure yet. I really don't know what we're going to do. It depends on what kind of mood Shin's in a little bit. Except that I totally will tell Shin what to do if he decides, I don't want to do this game or this game or this game, because sometimes he does that and it annoys me. But, alright, so it's pretty close to game clock out time here. Oh, but it sounds like I'm gonna have to stab a bat. Yep, it's an official stream. One second. Yep, I just gotta get my shoes on. I'll be up. Yep, that was the call, so I will finish up this day real quick.
So it saves, and then I will vamoose, buy some shoes, and come back. Oh, but there's gold here. There's gold. There we go. So yeah, this has been a slight return with some very awesome situation happening in Stardew Valley. That's going to make I sell things to the public for a living. I work at a store, as they call them. I vend items. I shove them into people's heads. I don't shove them into people's heads. Don't shove items into people's heads. It sounds bad. It sounds mean. It sounds dangerous. It sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. I do not shove things into people's heads, but I do try to sell things to people so that I can make money to buy shoes. Not only to buy shoes, I actually don't like shopping for clothing of any sort. It's my least favorite thing to shop for, with the exception of if I can buy things off like, what's it called? Fangamer or Yeti or things like that. Then I don't mind buying it as much, but even then, it still can be annoying. So, this has been Stardew Valley. What's happening here? Oh, was that a meteorite? 'Cause that'd be cool if it was a meteorite. Let's figure out what happened for the next run. Burper-dur-dur. Burper-dur-dur indeed. Yes, there was a meteorite. You guys, this is great news. Alright, so I will be back later. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, I agree, Space Ninja. I agree very, very much with that input. But yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for swinging by. I will be back in a little bit.